Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. If you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. Guys, I am doing a giveaway for Christmas. I'm giving away 2 3-question readings. If you're interested in getting one of those readings, comment 3Q and a red heart. Let's get into this for Aries. So I feel like there was a lot of problems in your past relationship. I feel like your energy is coming in Empress energy. I feel like you don't want to talk to this person. They're the burden of the past relationship, partnership, you know, where you guys may have you may have had trouble speaking to one another, or you're not speaking to this person. They're coming in as a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Now, I feel like this person was very narcissistic. Very narcissistic. This person was a manipulator. This person would try to play mind games with you, but they were obsessed with it. So it was almost like, you know, very controlling. I feel like you stopped talking to this person because of how controlling they are. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. You know, this could be the right person in the wrong time, because this person has made past mistakes, and this is an Emperor energy to an Empress energy. But this, yeah, you have to understand, a twin flame journey is about, first of all, the masculine breaks their ego, okay? And then the feminine understands their worth and value, right? But you still have deception here. So there may be, every time you talk to this person, it was lies. They would communicate to you, would be lies. And you didn't know what direction to go in, but you wanted justice in a situation. You wanted something to be fair and balanced. I feel like what they're saying with this, the Wheel of Fortune for you, is that this person's going to end up leveling up to that King of Swords energy. Now, you might not be speaking to this person. They may be an ex, but I feel like they're going to tell you, they're going to tell you how much they love you. Now, do people make mistakes? Yeah. Can you get past them? Some people can, but in this case, you're going to have to, because this is part of your journey. I feel like they're going to level up to this King of Swords. Then you're really going to see the true person come out. You know, they have made mistakes. They will apologize here. And it's been a long time coming. So maybe this person had to go through a change. There was a transformation here. They changed into this King of Swords energy. They've made this choice, okay? So where you may have had this person, this is an ex, was it a complete control freak or was a real asshole, right? This person is going to change. This person is going to prove it to you. Some people will say, I don't want him back. Well, you're not a twin. Look at your other placements. Okay, Taurus. Okay. Taurus, I feel like that you may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like you're arguing here. There's somebody is wanting to offer that cup. I feel like it's you, Taurus, that wants to offer that cup and work it out. You're communicating to pre-Empress energy. So this may go along with the Aries, Leo, Sag reading, because you came in as a King of Pentacles in that reading as well. So I feel like if you were the person that's dealing with the Aries, that you may have been like control. I feel like this is like trying to manipulate and control. And I feel like you struggled with this. You're juggling back and forth between this, but you regret this. You have a lot of remorse, regret, because of the love that you have. You know you may have broken this person's heart, and you're waiting, yearning to take that leap. You're wanting to go back to this person. You're wanting to rebuild with somebody from the past because of the burden that you caused. You now see the bigger picture. This is flowing from Aries. So Aries, if you were dealing with a Taurus, Taurus is giving you the same reading back again. So I feel like this could be between an Aries and a Taurus. Gemini. Gemini, you might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or a Sag. So I feel like this is your partner. You feel like there's a strong soulmate connection. I feel like it's taking too long for you. I'm surprised I don't see the Knight of Pentacles, but I do see that in the center of this read that you want more than just a new passionate beginning. You want more than just a sexual relationship. I feel like you're unhappy that you're trying to manifest an opportunity, and you're unhappy. You're unhappy because you're trapped in your head wanting this to move forward. Like you're trying to get this off the ground because you feel this strong connection to this person. But the irony here is that you're both in your emotions with the King and the Queen of Cups. I feel like, you know, you have the Emperor energy. Maybe one or both of you are very wanting to control the situation. Because Gemini, I see that you want this to move forward, that you're manifesting an opportunity to move forward. You're unhappy that you're trapped in your head. It's almost like divine timing. When's this going to happen? Why is it taking so long? You want to heal this situation and move forward. So I feel like between the two of you, you're not going to settle for less. I feel like both of you are in this mindset. You're both in your emotions here. So I feel like for you that, you know, you're tired of the amount of time it's taking for this to happen, but you have to understand that there are lessons that have to be learned, and they're not learned on your schedule. They're learned on the divine schedule. Like when it's meant to be, it will be. Cancer. Cancer, for you, I feel like this is about you being single and abundant. I feel like that you have your own stuff, right? This is like I feel like the person I'm talking to is focusing on their work. They're focusing on just their family. They're not bothered by anything else. Yeah, it's almost like you're going to take care of your family yourself. You know, I feel like you've had the courage to stand alone is what you really have done. You're independent. I feel like you're celebrating a victory. Whatever battles you've been through, you're coming back victorious. Right? And the center of the read is about your family, but you're the one who's independent here and, you know, got your own bag, basically, next to the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you're independent and getting your own money. It's almost like you've healed yourself from whatever towers have come at you. You may be on a strong spiritual journey. I feel like for you, this is like a recovery from whatever towers. You've gained a victory over whatever towers have fallen around you. I feel like you're very passionate about what you're doing. I feel like this is a boss at work. This is somebody at work that's a boss. Now that might even be your energy. Okay. So or that, you know, you may be wanting to travel. You may be communicating. You want to do more. This Cancer that I'm talking to has their shit together. They've worked through all of their issues. They're healed from whatever towers that have been thrown in front of them. They're taking care of their family by themselves. And they've had the courage to do this. This is like, I've had the courage to stand alone and handle my business. So Cancer, you got this one. So whether you're single, whether you're, you know, you're not in a relationship as far as this goes. This is somebody who's single. Okay, Leo. Leo, I feel like somebody here doesn't want either. This could be you, could be the person you're dealing with. They're hiding that they're broke. They're hiding that they don't have any money or they're out in the cold. They're not happy. So so before I even lay down some more cards, I need to say to you, Leo, pay attention to the red flags, because this person is not telling you that they're hiding that they don't have money. They're hiding that they may be homeless. They could be broke. They're very unhappy, but they're going to manipulate you with a new passionate beginning. This person, Leo, may want a roof over their head. They may want I feel like that this person's trying to get what they want, and there's ulterior motives here. There's ulterior motives, right? I feel like this person yeah. It's a door you're closing. Okay. So you do pay attention to the red flags here. This person doesn't have any money. They're trying to manipulate you to sleep with them. Whatever they're telling you, you take a step back and see the bigger picture. I feel like you're putting two and two together here. I feel like you're moving on from this. You're walking away, but it's also holding back your judgment. I feel like you're in control. I feel like you're very peaceful. Like you already know. This person could have a court case going on though. This might be somebody who's out of jail, because I feel like this Emperor energy is a judge in justice. I feel like, there's could be a judgment from a judge. This person may be going to prison. I feel like this is the higher authority, the judge. And you got justice and judgment on each side of this Emperor energy. I feel like you're walking away because you're saying, whatever they're telling you, they're about to go to jail. Whatever the case may be, that you're holding back. You're holding back from this person. You're moving on and holding back. You're walking away or they're going away. This person may be going to jail. They may be going to prison. So this is somebody who's going to try to manipulate you to sleep with them, but the ulterior motive is they're going to jail. They're going away. Virgo. You may hear from an ex here, or this is somebody that you haven't spoken to in a long time. And I feel like this person's going to try to set the record straight with you. If there was some kind of something that happened, they're going to tell you what went down, what happened, so that you can be on the same page. The reason they're doing this is that they're coming to terms with something. They want peace and justice in a situation. They want things to be made right. They want to be, made right here. They're going to tell you why they walked away. This is what they're going to tell you. They're wanting to make peace with you, but they're going to tell you why they walked away. I feel like this person wants to tell you that they want to reconcile here. I feel like, Virgo, that you don't see it the way they do. They may want to reconcile and have a new beginning with you, but you see it differently. You feel like this person's just drama. So if this is a strong soulmate connection, if this is Emperor energy to you, you might not be ready for this. Or this could be somebody who's in authority, somebody who's trying to take control. But I feel like this might even be a twin here that they're going to tell you why they walked away. They want to try to make it better with you. They want to try to find peace and balance. I feel like you don't see it the same way. So this might not be the right time for the two of you. Libra. Libra, you have angel number 2121. Libra, this is about you having a partner that really wants to be with you. But I feel like you've turned your back here. This person's going to manifest an opportunity with you. I feel like that you're very independent, but this is a strong soulmate connection. I feel like what you're saying is you want justice in a situation with this person. You want this to be, you want to be together. You want this to work out, but you have to be on the same page. And until this person is on the same page, you're not settling. Now, I don't know if this person's not committing, if they're not coming out front to you about what they need to do or what they've done, whatever the case may be. They're manifesting anxiety over you. There's an issue here. Like they want to move this forward, but there's a tower in the way. I feel like that tower is because they have a karmic cycle they have to close. And I feel like for you, the justice and a victory is if you want an opportunity, then you got to move on and close this tower, you know, let that tower fall and close the karmic cycle. So for you, I feel like, you know, you may have been waiting a while for this person to get it together, but you're willing to turn your back on this if this person doesn't figure it out. Like you're not going to continue to feed into whatever this is if this person isn't on the same page with you. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. This is illuminating a choice to end something. You've decided to end a situation because you know the truth, or a truth has been spoken. I feel like you're moving on from a situation because you don't feel like you're on the same page with this person. You feel like it's time for you to walk away because of either there's constant fighting or there's manipulation or whatever the case may be. That Five of Swords energy is not good energy. It's like somebody who definitely wants to win at all costs. So whatever the case may be, you've made your choice. You're not on the same page with this person. You may have, this is about getting married. This is about, you walked away from this opportunity. You'd rather be single. This is about your person would rather be single. Scorpio, you're coming in as masculine energy here. You tried to win. You tried to win. You tried to do something. Whatever choice you made caused the ending of this. I don't know if this was a bachelor party. You may have tried to manipulate your partner. You thought you were going to win this round. But this person is like walking away from this opportunity. And justice in the Four of Wands is a celebration, and justice would be a marriage. So this, like, you're obviously not on the same page, right? This person knows the truth. That's why they're moving on. So I don't know if your boys and you got a little out of hand because you're coming in as masculine, Scorpio. But in this case, your bride is a runaway bride. Sagittarius. Wow. Dad, you've had enough of somebody's bullshit, that's for sure. So you feel like somebody ghosted you. And you want an opportunity to master your emotions. You're trying to get it together. You're trying to figure out what's happening. I almost feel like you're okay with it. If they left you out in the cold and ghosted you, they could have ghosted you for an option, and you have just decided to move on. And you'll get your victory in justice here. You'll get, like, it's almost like they come a dime a dozen and you've got a pocket full of change. That's what the energy I'm getting. It's like, okay, they cut you out, but this person was somebody who's a cheater. So it's almost like a blessing in disguise. They're not going to know that you were trapped in your head about this. They're not going to ever know this, right? But you're going to find out all the sort of details here, because I feel like somebody's going to tell you what really happened here. So if this is about you being ghosted, you're not going to ever, it's like you're not letting them see you sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not sweating this person. Like, okay, and you're moving on. But inside you're having sleepless nights, wanting to know what's happening. But at the end of the day, you'll know what's happened. They're going to tell you what happened. Just be patient. That shit will all come to a head. You'll find out what's happening. Capricorn. Capricorn, you're coming in feminine energy. Capricorn, here's the thing. Capricorn, you said you found out about something. You found out about, got some clarity about a problem, and it's almost like, I don't know if somebody came over and told you this, but you're out. You're moving out quickly. You'd rather be single. You ain't getting into the drama. I feel like you're gonna be fine by yourself. Again, with this Capricorn, for you, you're moving out. You're single. You're leaving somebody behind. Somebody may have said something. You know, I saw him down the street with somebody. You heard about the burden and you were out. And I feel like for you, you walked away from somebody who betrayed you. They're going to regret it. Maybe this may be that. I feel like you moved out. You found out about some kind of betrayal and you packed your shit and moved out, because the Tower's moving houses. Now, I don't know if it's you that's going to have a new beginning with this Ace of Pentacles in a love relationship. You may meet somebody very quickly after this breakup. But this is a full-on finding out about the burden, not even hesitating, packing your stuff, and you're moving out. You moved out because you walked away from the betrayal. You walked out. You said, that's it. They're gonna end up they're gonna regret this. Okay. But I do see an Ace of Cups, an Ace of Pentacles, and the Hierophant in the middle of the read. So I feel like you've got new love coming in quicker than you realize. Aquarius. Aquarius, you are coming in masculine energy. I feel like you've been doing soul searching. I feel like you're doing soul searching here and you've made the right decision to move forward. I feel like you're wanting to put the past behind you, because this is you being in your head sleepless nights about closing a door, like that you want to put something behind you. It's illuminating the world, so an ending of something so something new can begin, putting something to bed, right? It's almost like you're wanting, your wish is, this has to do with your partner. I almost feel like this is about a family situation and you feel blessed in the relationship that you have. So if there was something that happened, this is what you're putting to bed, any kind of deception here, right? You now see the bigger picture. This could be you, could be your partner. Somebody waited for the truth, but they made a decision to just let things go. I feel like you're trying to close the door on something. The center of the read is beautiful for you, because this is like the foundation of your family situation, you know, the heart of the family kind of thing, like the blessings that you bring to them. So whatever this was, you now see things differently, and you You're letting things go. This is maybe both of you, you and your partner, are letting go of something from the past and moving forward. Pisces. You might be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Pisces. I feel like there's an argument, a family argument. So it's illuminating an argument with a family, about a family situation, or a family situation, like argument, like it could be everybody. It could be 10 people involved. I feel like you're not happy about the situation. You're not happy about an argument with a family situation, about a family situation. I feel like for you, there's something about you waiting to be single. Like you want to be on your own. You want to be by yourself. That this person's going to regret breaking your heart. You don't want to speak. You're resisting communication. It's almost like you don't want to even deal with it. I feel like you're just angry, very angry. You don't even want to talk about reconciliation. This has to do with the commitment, to work on the commitment, to reconcile, but you resist communication. You don't even want to speak. I feel like whatever you found out or whatever you got in an argument about, it really, really pissed you off. So you don't even want to talk to this person. You're holding back. You're holding back. You're not even, whatever this fight was about, you just need a minute. You might need a long minute, but still a minute. So guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.